Last time I told you about Saint Kabir. Saint Kabir, one of the greatest, one of the interesting personalities in the history of mysticism. He's a great mystic poet. And he was the disciple of Ramananda. He was the disciple of Ramananda. A great ascetic. Ascetic means sannyasi, meditator, tapasvi. These songs of Kabir prescribed for your study, they are 10 in number. And these songs originally written by Kabir in Hindi language. Kabir was not highly qualified or highly educated. He was illiterate. And he had written songs in Hindi originally. Those songs are translated by noted Indian poet in English, dramatist, essayist, painter, novelist, Nobel laureate, Rabindranath Tagore. Last time we just had started discussing the first song, and the title of the first song is Moko Kahana Dhunre Bande, means God is speaking to man. God is the speaker in this poem, and he is talking to man. God is asking man a question. Where do you find me? Where do you search me? Where do you look me for? I am beside thee. The God is the speaker, and God is telling his creation. God is telling to man. God is the creator and man is the creation of God. And he is telling man that he is asking man, where do you find me? I am beside thee. I am near you. Where you are going to search me? Where you are going to find me out? I am beside you. I am near you. I am neither in temple nor in mosque. I am neither in Kaaba nor in Kailash. God further tells man that God is neither in the temple, God is nor in the mosque, God is neither in Kaaba nor in Kailash. You know, these are famous places. Kaaba, it is a place in Makkah, Medina. It is considered as holy place for the Muslims. It is considered as a very sacred place for the people of Muslim religion. And every year, lakhs of Muslims go to Makkah, Medina. But God says to his devotees, God says to his devotees that he is not in the mosque. He is not in the temple. You know, when we go to, for example, south of India, we find south of India is full of temples. South Indian people are religious minded. They are having religious outlook. Therefore, there are majority of the temples. One of the temples in the south of India, you might be knowing, it is in Madurai, temple of goddess Meenakshi. Meenakshi temple. It is number one temple in the world. Meenakshi temple is number one temple in the world. There are so many temples in India. There are so many temples in India. We have temple of God Vitthal and goddess Rakhumai at Pandharpur. We have temple of God Jagannath in Puri in Orissa. Even Madurai is called as the city of temples in south of India. But God says here that He is not in the temple, He is not in the mosque, He is not in the Kaaba, He is not in Kailash. He is not. What is Kailash? Kailash is the name of the mountain. The God is telling man that He is not sitting on the mountain Kailash. He is beside man. He is near man. Neither am I in rites and ceremonies nor in yoga and renunciation. God tells to man, right from the beginning of the poem till the end of the poem, it is the God who is talking to man. It is the God who is telling man, who is speaking to man, that he is neither in rites, R-I-T-E-S, rites. Rites means rituals, religious ceremonies. God says that He is not in the rites, He is not in the ceremonies, He is not in yoga, He is not in renunciation. We find so many people in and around discarding life, wife, parents, children. These people discard the family and renunciate themselves. Renunciation. To renunciate means त्याग करने. To become sannyasi, throwing away all the shackles of family. There are so many people we find. But God says that He is not in renunciation. He says that He is not in yoga. He is not in rites and ceremonies. So naturally there arises a question. Where is God then? Where is God? If God is not in the temple, if God is not in the mosque, what people do after going to the temple? What people do after going to the mosque? Why people perform pujas? Why people perform different kinds of rites, different kinds of ceremonies? Why do they do that? Arrange ceremonies, perform rites and rituals, and waste time and energy, waste money. These questions, naturally arise. Where is God then? If God is not in Kailash, if God is not in Kaaba, if God is not in the mosque, or if God is not in the temple, if God is not in the rites and rituals, if He is not in the ceremonies, if He is not in the yoga, if He is not in renunciation, exactly where is God then? Kabir says, if thou art a true seeker, thou shalt at once see me, thou shalt meet me in a moment of time. Here God tells man, if you are a true devotee means one who very honestly prays to God, one who very honestly worships God. That is called devotee. God tells man, if man is true worshipper, if man is true worshipper, if man is true seeker, he can find God immediately, in a moment of time, in a moment of time, he can find out God. He can, in a moment of time, seek God. She can, in a moment of time, see God. In a moment of time, he can meet God. Though God is not a thing to be known, if God is not a thing to be seen, God is unseen, God is unknown. But God tells to man, if man is true seeker of God, in a moment of time he can find out. In a moment of time he can meet God. Kabir says, "O sadhu, God is the breath of all breath." Here lies the essence of all the song. Kabir says, sadhu, man, God lives in the breath of everybody. Everybody is created by God. The breath of everybody, in the breath of everybody there is God. God lives in the breath of everybody. When a person dies, what happens? Breath goes off. Breath goes off. Life, goes off the body. Life goes off the body. Breath goes off the body. When breath goes off the body, we say that the person is, or so and so is dead. So, here is a criticism. Here is a criticism of Kabir through this song. Kabir criticizes. We go to Pandharpur, we go to so many sacred places. There are so many sacred places in India. People go to the sacred places, they waste their money, they waste their time, they waste their energy. There are also some deaths. There are also some deaths. When people go to Kailash, so many pilgrims, die because of critical conditions. So, according to Kabir, it is not necessary to try to find out God outside the body. God lives in the body. God lives in the breath of all. And therefore, it is meaningless to search God outside body. God lives in the body. And we try to find out God outside body. That is meaningless. That is useless. This is one thing. And another thing is, every year, people, educated people, uneducated people also perform so many ceremonies, so many rites, so many rituals, and they waste their time, they waste their energy, they waste their money. So, Kabir criticizes these things through this song. Understand? Kabir attacks, superstitions. Kabir attacks superstitions. Kabir criticizes, blind beliefs of the Indian people. He criticizes blind beliefs of the Indian people. He criticizes the superstitions of Indian people. Because Indian people waste money, time, energy in ceremonies, rites, rituals. And they go in search of God. They go in search of God to places, sacred places, like, Pandharpur, sacred places like Kailash, or in north of India, Benares. Kabir was born in Benares. That is called also as Varanasi. He was born over there. But he did not believe that God lives in the temples, mosques, or God lives outside body. So though Kabir was illiterate, try to understand his philosophy. Then let us turn towards the next song. The next song prescribed for your study is Santan Jatana Pucho Nirgudiya. Here, Kabir tells the people that it is useless, it is needless to ask the saint, the caste that he belongs to. It is useless, Kabir says, to ask the saint the caste that he belongs to. What is its use asking the saint about his caste? Take for example, in Maharashtra we had Sant Dhaneshwar, Sant Tukaram, Sant Eknath, Sant Namdev, गोरा कुंभार, सावता माळी, सेना न्हावी, संत दामाजी, रोहिदास चामार, चोखा मेळा. These were the saints in Maharashtra. The Kabir says, what is the use asking the saint his caste? There is no use of asking the saint about his caste. It is needless to ask of a saint the caste to which he belongs to. For the priest, the warrior, the tradesman, and all the 36 castes alike are seeking. There are 36 castes. Warriors, tradesmen, saints, they all belong to 36 castes. And these people belonging to 36 castes, they all search for God. They all are in search of God. They all are seekers of God. They all are devotees of God. They all are worshippers of God. They all worship God. Whatever may be their caste. Sena Navi worshipped God. Chokha Mela worshipped God. That is, people belonging to different religions and people belonging to different castes and people belonging to different classes. They all worship God. They all are seekers. They all are devotees. So, there is no use of asking the caste to which the saint belongs. There is no use, he says. It is but folly to ask what the caste of a saint may be. It is a mistake. It is a serious mistake. It is totally wrong. It is totally unfair to ask the saint about his caste. It is totally wrong. The barber has sought God, the washerwoman and the carpenter, even Raidas was a seeker after God. Sena Navi, just I told you, here it is referred to. Kabir has referred to Sena Navi. Sena Navi, that is Sena Navi was barber. He was barber. He is referred to as Sena Navi. Raidas, we call in Marathi as Rohidas. Raidas, in Marathi we call as Rohidas. Rohidas Chambar. Rohidas was Chambar. Sauta was Mali. Gora was Kumbhar. Sena was Navi. People belonging to, saints belonging to different castes, they worshipped God, they try to find out God, they search for God. The Rishi Sopacha was a tanner by caste. There was one Rishi, Sopacha. He was a tanner, that is, he was Bhangi by caste. But he was a devotee of God. He was a true worshipper of God. And therefore, there is no use. There is no point in asking the saint the caste that he belongs to. Hindus and Muslims alike have achieved that end where remains no mark of distinction. Hindus and Muslims, people belong to two different religions. But people belonging to Hindu religion and people belonging to Muslim religion, they all have become sadhus and saints. So, caste makes no distinction. Caste makes no difference. All are seekers of God. All are devotees of God. Caste makes no difference. So, it is in this way we understand the philosophy of Kabir through his songs translated by Rabindranath Tagore. Okay, we shall stop over here. Next time we will continue with another song. Thank you.